Good morning, everyone. So great to have you. Abilities Virtual number 3. I'm Paul Amadeus Lane. Hope you guys are having an amazing start to your day. Before we bring on our very special guest this morning, gotta get a shout out to our captioner, Tara. Thank you so much for doing what you do. Also, our ASL interpreters today, we have Donna and Kathy. Welcome aboard. So happy to have you. Well, without any further delay, these next two gentlemen need no introduction, but I'm gonna give them one anyway. We have Sweet Lou Shomer, the Sultan of Smoothery, and King David Korse. Gentlemen, welcome. How are you both doing today?
Well, good morning, Paul.
Great to have you, Lou. How was your night?
Good. We looked at the stats of yesterday, and we seemed to find everybody very happy. There was a lot of engagement, which is really great. A lot of engagement between people, discussion groups with the exhibitors, finding out new products and seeing the product demos were great.
Awesome. And David Korse, good morning. How are you? Oh, David, you're muted, my friend. You know, you got to love video conferencing, right?
You think after 16 months of doing this, you think I'd figure it out?
Tell me about it, my friend. Good morning. How are you?
I'm fine, Paul. How are you?
Doing fantastic. So, what do we have to look forward to today, David?
You know, today's conference program and live interviews and stuff that you're doing is as impressive, if not more so, than the one yesterday. There's a bunch of stuff I'm looking forward to seeing. Everything from fundraising to service dogs and all the stuff in between. I know our exhibitors had a good day yesterday, and they're looking forward to more engagement today as well. So, you know what? More of the same, and hopefully everybody will have a really good time.
Awesome. And yesterday, David, you and Lou made an announcement about a future Abilities Expo. And for ones who didn't attend yesterday, Lou, you mind sharing that with us again?
Sure. We've looked at all of the CDC and World Health Organization recommendations for people getting together. And we've also been in touch with the governor of Chicago. And at this point, we've made a commitment that Chicago at the end of June is going to be a live show. The venue has certainly told us that they're going to have sanitizing stations. We're going to do social distancing and masks. Although they're not mandatory, they'll be voluntary. We'll be taking people's temperatures so they can feel safe. And we're moving ahead. Later on in the year, which is going to be the beginning of August, we're going to have our Houston show, and then followed by Phoenix, and then our New York show, which was postponed, our LA show, and then the last Dallas. So we're full speed ahead on our live shows. We hope a lot of the attendees who are attending the virtual will like the virtual so much that they'll be able to see the value of attending the live shows if they're capable of doing that.
Absolutely. And David, you want to add something to that too?
Well, other than it's the mayor of Illinois, the governor of Illinois, not the governor of Chicago, I think Lou said it perfectly.
See, that's what happens when we get up so early here on the West Coast, right? We just say anything, right, Lou?
You got it.
That's how it is. And you know what, gentlemen, I just wanted to spend a little time with you this morning too, just to talk about this past year for the Abilities Expo and how we continue to keep it going with virtual events and everything. So it's been phenomenal that you two decided to do that. And anything you'd like to share with our supporters out there who really just rallied around us and the exhibitors during this very, very difficult time.
Well, I first of all, I'd like to thank our team, because without our team, we wouldn't be able to do any of this. And especially you, Paul, and Christine, and Debbie, and everybody who makes this thing go. Kevaline with the marketing, Eric. So our team has been really supportive of us, because in the last year, we virtually had no revenue other than the virtuals. And Virtual 1, we learned a lot. Virtual 2, we learned a lot. And we think that because of those learning experiences, we've been able to put Virtual 3 and make it really, really good. And that's the kind of feedback that we're getting. And incidentally, I'd like to tell the people who are there, the attendees or the exhibitors that we'd really like to receive some information from you regarding your experiences, the good stuff, where we might need improvement. But that's the only way that we can assure you that we'll continue to give you the Excellence of Abilities Expo.
Awesome. King David.
Well, it's been a pretty interesting year, Paul. You probably remember we went from getting ready to go to New Jersey and Chicago to simply saying, what's a virtual show and how do we do one of those? So Lou's right. The team has been extraordinary, but so is the rest of the community. Everybody really wanted to keep engaging with one another. And that's kind of our job, is to put everybody together, and used to be in one room together for a couple of days, and now it's in front of a monitor for a couple of days. But our job is just to let people know what's out there, let them connect, let them get an education, have some better accessible experiences, and know what the possibilities are. So we got lucky. We were able to convert most of what we do face-to-face into a virtual format. Having said that, with no insult meant to anybody, if we never do one of these again, because we can continue to do our face-to-face live events, if we can get back to maybe not be able to hug everybody anymore, but just seeing our friends and clients and visitors, people you see every year, you look forward to seeing them in every venue. We can't wait to get back live and in person. And as Lou alluded, each of the venues has given us an update. We're invited back to all of them. The rules will be a little bit different from state to state because that's the way things roll. But we're prepared to be flexible and to make sure that everybody has a positive, safe, and enjoyable Abilities Expo experience as we get back to live face-to-face the rest of 2021.
Awesome. And so we'll trade in some hugs for some fist bumps, right? Or some elbow bumps, right? So
Whatever we have to do.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Gentlemen, before we wrap this up, anything else you'd like to tell the attendees today, the exhibitors, ones who are watching, any closing words? David, we'll let you go first, and Lou will have you close it out for us.
Just thank you. Everybody had a choice of whether to do this with us or not. And most people said yes. And we met a lot of people through this digital medium that we never would have seen at our face-to-face events because it just wasn't geographically convenient. So people that aren't close to any of our shows. So for everybody who's participated, thanks. It's been good to meet you, and hopefully you'll keep engaging with us one way or the other as we move forward.
Awesome. Sweet Lou.
Well, I just like to say, and Paul's going to go over this today also. We've got the self-advocacy with the Autism Self-Advocacy Network, which is very important. We've got 10 tips and tricks for a successful fundraiser. And I know a lot of associations out there are always looking for money. So we're going to give you some information on how to make that a much easier process. And of course, those people who are involved with complex rehab, we have the CEO of NCART, Don Clayback, who's going to be with us in an interview with Paul. So we've got some great information for you. We've got some fun events that you're going to see. And of course, we always have the smiling face of Paul Amadeus Lane.
I appreciate that. You know, I got a couple of love letters yesterday via email. You know that?
Oh, dear. And what did I say about all of that?
You know, she was cool because I let her see him. So she was like, okay, as long as I let her know that it's all good. But we appreciate all the feedback that everyone has given us. Go out and enjoy our exhibitors, enjoy all the experiences that we have here at the Abilities Virtual #3. Lou Shomer, David Korse, thank you both so much, the co-owners of the Abilities Expo. We love you guys to life. Thank you guys so much, and let's rock and roll. You ready to do this?
Go for it.
Have a great day. Right. We'll see you later, Paul. Bye-bye.
Sounds good. All right, so go out, have some fun.